NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How's it going, guys? So tonight we got something really special planned. We're gonna do a
marathon.
Monday marathon.
Monday marathon. Yes.
And I'm sure. So I guess this is gonna come out on Monday.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna do Steely Dan, and we're gonna do 2 songs.
Yes.
And I can't wait because we have listened to the song so many times. I already know it by heart.
The glamour profession.
Glamour profession. I know the
We're
lyrics.
obsessed. We're literally obsessed.
I literally know it on guitar a little bit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I just want to move on. It's only 7 songs, so we're gonna do 2, and then plus Glamour Profession, and then we're just gonna listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna do Gaucho then, right?
I don't think so. And yeah, I really don't think we will. But
I mean,
maybe
if it's
not
really,
on the channel. Obviously,
if
we're
it's
gonna listen
really
to
good,
it.
we're gonna listen to it, and
Maybe we could. Yeah, do like a full album of listening to. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to get. I want to get. You know, I want to have like Asia and then Gaucho and then move on.
Yes.
And we already recorded another song, which like a week ago, right? And we're gonna release it.
Yes.
But
so I want to dedicate the Hey 19 to my dad because he's been begging us to do Hey 19 for a very long time.
Yes.
So this one is for you, Dad, and I hope you enjoy this reaction, and I hope everybody does too. We are literally obsessed with Steely Dan. Like, that's all we play.
You have no idea.
It's crazy. Nick even said, "I'm happy I didn't know them before because I would have just
consumed me.
They would have consumed me.
I wouldn't have listened so much to like Alan Holdsworth or other music, Ali Miola. I don't know. And now I learned Peg. I'm gonna I learned it, but I have to perfect it. It's very short, but I want to play it exactly how it's on the record. So that's why I'm gonna take my time. I never do any half-assed things. So the solos have to sound exactly the same, the distortion and everything, even the thing, because he uses his finger and the pick when he picks like a certain scale.
Yeah, he's been watching this video of the guy.
Ray, oh my God, I forgot his name, but I have it right here pulled up.
But yeah,
well, the guy who recorded the
oh, there it is.
There it is. Jay Graydon. So I learned it from Jay Graydon, so it's better than to learn from him, but I had to kind of like pick out the pieces and slow it down and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, so let's go with Babylon Sisters.
Thank you guys so much.
Babylon Sisters and Hey 19 back to back.
Yeah, Babylon Sisters.
I can't wait.
Gaucho, very cool, awesome sound of Donald's voice.
Yes.
So very cool, very awesome. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, 1980. Okay.
I'm so happy.
Drive west on Sunset to the sea. Turn that jungle music down just until we're out of town. This is no one night stand, it's a real occasion. Close your eyes and you'll be there. It's everything they say.
Reggae a little bit.
The end of a perfect day. Distant lights from across the bay. Babylon sister, shake it. Woo! Babylon sister, shake it. So fine, so young. Tell me Schwarze from a shell. San Francisco, show and tell. Well, I should know by now that it's just a spasm, like a Sunday in TJ, that it's cheap but it's not free, that I'm not what I used to be, and that love's not a game for three. Babylon sister, shake it. Babylon sister, shake it. So fine, so young.
Tell me I'm the only one.
Oh my god, I can already hear us like Babylon sisters. Shake it. I mean, because we're like literally like our neighbors must think we're like crazy because we're like constantly singing like Steely Dan, like a legal profession.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny, but it's like it's so good. I love how good this is.
Yeah,
it sounds
is.
so good. The saxes and how they come in, and the trumpets and the whole glamour.
Yes.
It sounds so glamorous,
It
like the
does.
music, the chords. It's so jazzy. It's a lot more jazzier than I thought, and I think it's jazzier than Asia. Like it has that's
Yeah.
smoother like touch.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Asia was more like fusioning. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
You
This
know?
is a lot more
It's so
digestible.
funny. Yesterday we were listening to Asia for a change, and she's like, "This sounds like Alan Holdsworth," and it did.
Yes.
It had like these weird chord progressions.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
wow, we're so happy with Steely Dan. I mean, I'm really
So
happy you
amazing.
guys kicked our butts and told
I
us
know.
keep going.
I'm so thankful. Like we said it when we did the Asia documentary, that we're so thankful that you opened the doors
I can't believe I have this
to this
collection
amazing
right there. I mean,
band.
every friend I know, like that is a musician,
He's
I've
like,
sent like
"Listen
Steely
to
Dan,
this."
listen to this, listen to that, and they're like, "What's going on with you?" You
Yes.
know, like they're like totally, what's
Yeah.
up with the Steely Dan?
Just
But I'm super happy.
infatuated, I think,
Yeah.
but with reason. They are very
So
good, and
good.
to have discovered them
And I
so
love
late.
his singing, like
is awesome. Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
voice, like the tone he uses. Everything is purposefully done the way it's done, and
Yeah.
it's perfect.
I know.
I love it.
Amazing. I can't wait to go
I'm
back.
so into this. It's
Me
so
too.
good. It's like
Me too.
so good.
And I'm so like I can definitely see the relationship of how this song is on the same album as Glamour Profession.
Oh yeah,
They
It has
do
that
have
same
that
sound.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Has that vibe, that
Yes,
very.
and his voice is
Can't wait for Hey 19, but we're gonna go into
Yeah.
this. We're gonna let it like bleed
Yeah.
over.
That's
but,
why we want to pause now.
yeah.
That doesn't get taken down.
So good.
We can continue and then continue the rest of the song toward the other one. So let's go.
Here come those Saturn winds again.
My friends say no, don't go for that cotton candy. Son, you're playing with fire. The kid will live and learn as he watches his bridges burn from the corner of no return.
Babylon sister, shake it. Babylon sister, shake it.
So fine, so young.
Tell me I'm the only
love how they changed the chord progressions there.
Yes.
Why is every Steely Dan song better than the other?
I know, it's
Like,
crazy.
when will it
Those
end?
choir
I
singers
love
are,
it
oh
so-
my god.
Yes.
Okay.
For you, Mario. Well, I think he plays like this.
Way back when, in '67, I was a dandy, Yamaka. Sweet things from Boston, so young and wheeling. Moved down to Scottsdale, where the hell am I? Hey, 19. No, we can't dance together. We can't dance together. We can't talk at all. Please take me along when you slide on down. Hey, 19, that's Aretha Franklin. She don't remember the Queen of Soul. Hard times befallen the soul survivors. She thinks I'm crazy, but I'm just growing old. Hey, 19. No, we got nothing in common. We can't dance together. We can't talk at all. Please take me along when you slide on down. Nice. Sure looks good. Skate a little lower now. The Cuervo Gold, the fine Colombian, make tonight a wonderful thing. Say it again. The Cuervo Gold, the fine Colombian, make tonight a wonderful thing. The Cuervo Gold, the fine Colombian, make tonight a wonderful thing. No, we can't dance together. No, we can't talk at all.
This is so good. I can't
It's
believe
amazing.
it. I can see why this song is so famous.
I know. I was scared that I was gonna know it. Like I was scared that because my dad knew it and because of so many views, I'm like, oh my god, what if like that happens? The same thing that happened to back do it again.
Do it again. Yeah.
Where I was like, oh my god, of course I know this, but wow, this is
But
so good.
I think I know why this is so successful. It sounds more like it has more a simple approach. Like if you listen to the drums, they're very 80s, they're very like electronic.
Okay.
They're not like acoustic drums. It sounds very electronic.
Yeah, it does.
And the
you're
bass
right.
is also very
Very
it
soft.
doesn't sound like a slap. It's very
Yeah.
very radio friendly,
Yes.
very
I could definitely see this being.
it is very the target here is to make a hit
Yeah.
that everybody can remember.
But it's still good.
Yeah,
it's
of
still
course. I mean,
rich, and it still
those-
goes with what's coming next.
Yes, and I mean still
Like-
like the what I think what Donald Fagen is playing there. I don't know what that instrument is called. It has keyboard. Like,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
keyboard that you blow into.
Oh yeah.
But the way it echoes and delays, and then the guitar subtleties there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
rich and sound,
are.
and oh my god, it sounds so good on these headphones.
Yes.
It's so there.
And I like
Everything's
also
so-
there's the backing vocals are
Oh,
also very
yeah.
good. Like
and they're male. Right?
they're
not,
exactly, which is exactly what I was gonna say. They're male compared to the Babylon Sisters that we just heard.
yeah.
So that was a really cool change.
Very nice change.
Very nice to have heard them together. So I'm
Exactly.
glad we
And
did
they
that.
know what they're doing. They know how
Yeah.
exactly which should be the 1st track, which would be the second, and then
Yeah.
Climate Profession kicks in, and man, wow.
It's so good, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I was happy. I had never heard it before, and I'm really happy that like we got to listen to this after having heard Glamour Profession, getting a little bit of the taste of Gaucho, and then diving into both of these. Very, very special. Very cool.
Man, I'm so happy. Like, it's so good because this is such a this is what I was looking for so long. But I've talked about this in every video, but let's keep going.
Yes.
This is so good.
We've got-
It's so tasty. It's so
Yeah.
like so good. It's like one of those hits, and it just sounds still like as they're just like
Quality.
yeah, but it sounds like they're not. It doesn't sound rehearsed. It's still sounds like raw, but it sounds so perfect.
Yes.
That's what they have
Yeah,
to sound
crystal clear.
like what they talked about in the documentary. It sounds as
Past perfection.
yeah, exactly.
Because perfection sounds studied, and past that is
Yeah,
like
yeah. It sounds just like they're like having fun, but it's
Uh-huh.
all like it's just like
cold. Friamente
100%.
calculado.
yeah,
Calculated to the.
coldly
Okay.
calculated.
Here we
Let's
go.
But this-
I know. Fade out. Woo!
I could just like continue listening to the whole album.
I know. I'm like, I can't wait to listen to Glamour Profession.
Well, maybe one day, we're gonna make marathons of
Yes.
all Steely Dan records.
Yes.
This was wonderful.
Special.
Both of them were amazing.
Amazing.
I loved both of them.
Me too.
I mean, Babylon Sisters was more jazzy. It was more like it had more like surprises. But Hey 19 was very beautiful. Very
Yeah.
It was a hit. You
It
could
was.
hear that this was on the radio
Yes.
majorly.
But still
successful.
enjoyable hit.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
sometimes the
I'm not
word
saying-
hit people
I-
think is bad.
No, not for me. I could
Yeah.
say like, yeah, a hit could be something that the masses listen to.
But it can also be
But it
a
can
hit
be very
because
good.
it's good, especially in that time. And what I was gonna say is when the song started and he's like in 1967 or whatever, I was like, oh my gosh, this came out in 1980, so that was only 13 years. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
we've been together almost that amount of time, and it's crazy because to be, let's say, this old or however old they were, and think 13 years ago,
Well,
that's
he's
like nothing.
born exactly he's born. My mom's 75. He was born He's 75. He's born 46.
Oh.
So he was
so he was already
21.
Okay.
In
Okay.
67.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in 67. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah.
So he was like in his late 30s when they wrote this.
Yeah.
But they're so good, and I can't believe this music is
What a
40
great
years
time.
old. It's such, it feels so timeless.
Yeah.
And I have good news because I talked to my mom
yeah,
and
this
I
is good news.
sent her oh my god, okay, I don't want to spoil the song, but I sent her the song that we reacted to, and she's like, I know this, I know this, and yes, your dad and I, we used to listen to this music a lot, but I didn't know the name. But yeah, definitely the sound, I recognize the sound. So they used to play this at my dad's discotheque.
Confirmation. Yes.
So, man, when I heard that, oof,
Yeah.
even bigger fan, you know, because now I'm like,
now it has like a
that deeper
background
meaning.
to it. Yeah. Well, this was awesome.
I'm like screaming, I think.
I didn't even notice. I can't wait to continue the rest of this album. I'm so thankful that we decided to do it this way. I hope that my dad enjoyed this reaction.
Yes.
And I hope that everybody else did too. Very cool songs, different, but have a, like I said, recurring.
But that's what I love about Steely Dan.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound like Asia. It doesn't sound like Temples of Altamira, which is the only song we have heard of that album.
Caves of Altamira.
Oh, Temples. But I mean, yeah, but we're gonna get back to that record.
Yes.
And I remember that Alexia just a week ago, I was driving and she put on like
Caves of Altamira.
So
first I put, I think, Glamour Profession, and then we heard it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna surprise them.
And then she's like,
and I'm like, we need to do more Steely Dan so that I can listen to more.
And she's like, so this, we reacted to that, and I'm like, I had no recollection. And I was just like, I was like shaking my head for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he was just like, this is just so good. Like, I can't believe this. It's just so
I was
good.
just shaking my head. And I was like, I can't believe that when I listened to it, I still had that anger. And I didn't even like enjoy it that much. Maybe I did. I have to look at the reaction.
I think you did. You really did.
Then I
but you didn't
like
have
brushed
the
it off.
need to pursue more. Like, it was just because I think it was kind of feeling a little bit sour that we got so much skepticism from our first Steely Dan reaction or reactions that we had never heard them before. In case you're new here,
go back to the video. Go back to Peg.
Yeah.
And for some reason, also I wanted to point something out in Peg, because some people must think, okay, he has like the worst rhythm. And but I think that when we edited that video, we were a couple of months into like editing. I think we edited it wrong, so I'm totally out of time. It's hilariously to watch, so if you want to laugh.
I know, that is a good one, because once in a while we'll get like, dude, you have no rhythm, and we're like, ha ha ha. Like, it reminds us that. But yeah, this was awesome. Steely Dan is a huge part of our lives. Thank you guys so much
and it's
again.
So, like, literally Alexa the other night said we should do like a tape of Steely Dan, because it's such a big chapter now, because it literally took over. It's like the soundtrack of our lives now, you know, like especially Steely Dan, because it's so digestible, it's so easy to listen to. It's easier than to listen to, I don't know, like ELP or Genesis, because there you have to sit down, you have to, and with Steely Dan,
so
you can just
complex,
like,
and this is very complex and perfect too, but in a different
But it's more,
way.
It's easy, very easily digestible. But something is like God hand, you have to sit down, you have to like listen, you know, pay attention. And with Steely Dan, of course, but once you've listened it once or twice or 3 or 4 times, then you can sing and dance to it, and that's why it's so easy to put on, and you know.
Yeah, and when we drove the other night to our jazz bar downtown Denver, on the way there we were listening to Steely Dan, and it was so perfect because it was like downtown with all the lights and everything, and it was just so perfect listening, because we don't really go downtown too often unless we go there, really. So it was just nice to see or hear Steely Dan and see it in that environment. So that was really cool. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. We hope you enjoyed this with us, and we hope to see you in the next video.
Thank you guys.
Bye everyone. Bye.